Folks, if you're here and I'm here, that can only mean one thing. It must be time once again for Creepy Cheapies with Dr. Lady, where we look at the best Halloween masks for all you mask collectors and other emotionally interesting people out there. Yes, Creepy Cheapies with Dr. Lady once again. I'm T.S. Eliot, and today's mask is a little something called Grandpa Hillbilly. What? No, really, that's what it's called, Grandpa Hillbilly. I'm not being insulting to the mask. It's called Grandpa Hillbilly. In fact, I took the tag off, so never mind. I was going to say there's a tag that says Grandpa Hillbilly, but apparently there isn't. So, termites, I think. Anyway, Grandpa Hillbilly. What the heck is it? Well, it's produced for you by a company called Lord Grimley's Manor. And I found them to be an excellent source of masks and accessories, hands, props, Halloween lights, cut off heads and hands and stuff like that. They're great source of Halloweenature. Yeah. And they were in business with an online store, of course, for some years, and then finally in 2018 they couldn't stand it anymore, I guess, and had to try releasing a few masks of their own. This is one of the first 3 Lord Grimley's Manor editions. Came out in 2018, sculpted by none other than the legendary John Fuller. And you know, I guessed correctly before I knew it. I guessed that this was a John Fuller sculpture, and I was right, which is pretty cool, except I didn't win anything for knowing that. No, it just sort of has his style about it. The general patterns of the lines and contours of it, and the fact that it's kind of a smallish face on kind of a largish skull, kind of has all the earmarks, see, there's the earmarks right there, of a John Fuller piece. And he is really a fantastically talented, legendary sculptor and designer of masks. Now, Grandpa Hillbilly is a, as you can see, full head mask, pretty big, quite the big bib here down the front and the neck. Also in the back, comes down pretty far, there's a nice slit up the back, but the hair covers it, so you know, makes it easier to put on and off. Or in this case, since this one is not trimmed, the face isn't trimmed on this one, not for you to put on and off. Don't wear it because it's untrimmed. It makes it easier to take it on and off of the mannequin body or dummy body on which you're displaying it, because I hope you wouldn't do something as foolhardy as wearing a mask that doesn't have any eye or breathing holes cut in it. Would they do that? You think some of them would. You think some of you might. Now, Grandpa here could be used as a zombie in your graveyard scene or your haunted house scene. He could be a ghost. He could be haunting a graveyard, which reminds me to mention that he may be also, as well as Grandpa Hillbilly, he may be also listed some places as gravedigger, because I've seen that word associated with this mask too. So if you can't find Grandpa Hillbilly when you're looking for this one, and by the way, Grandpa is spelled Grandpa in the title of this mask, Grandpa Hillbilly, or just Gravedigger. I think he's a great mask with a lot of character. He's pretty disturbing. Now, this is the only copy I've seen in person, so I don't know if they're all painted as great as this one, but for $45 to $55, which is the price this guy goes for, I find this paint job pretty amazing for something in that price range. So I hope they all look this good, but I don't know. Maybe I just got lucky, or maybe they all look this amazingly good. He has nice glossy teeth and glossy eyes. And why is it untrimmed, by the way? Well, I'm glad you asked that. They only made 100 of these masks as part of the initial run. They may make more. They may have made more by the time you see this episode. I don't know. But they started off with 100. And out of those 100, 20 of them were kept uncut on purpose for collectors or for people who want to use them on a dummy body and build a mannequin, build a life-size figure with this head on it. You don't need the trimming out of the eye and breathing areas, and some people are actually annoyed by that because they don't want their masks cut because they're just for display. So if you're buying one of these, you might check into that and see if you're getting one of the 20 that's uncut or one of the 80 that is cut, and you know, order accordingly. Season to taste. But great mask, Grandpa Hillbilly, aka Gravedigger. I think very good value for the money, and very scary and ugly and creepy. It looks a little bit like Grandpa from the Texas Chainsaw movie, just a little resemblance. They could be related, I think. And until next week, remember, there is a light that never goes out. I'm pretty sure it's this candle.